Hi friends. Today I wanted to talk to you about something when it comes to total knee replacement surgery that you don't hear a lot of people talking about, and that's the emotional side of it. You know, you hear about the pain, you hear about what to expect for the surgery, you hear about the recovery, you hear about everything like that, but you don't hear many people talking about the emotional side of it. And after having total knee replacement surgery, I just felt this was something really, really important to cover, and I wanted to jump on and do a little video about this. I'm really nervous doing this video because I don't do a lot of these, but I just thought it was important to share my experience, and here I am. So this is just my experience. I'm not a professional, I'm not a medical person, I'm not, everybody's situation is different. I understand that. But there might be somebody out there who's experienced what I'm experiencing and have experienced, and I just wanted to share that. You prepare yourself physically, but there's always a shock afterwards, right? Because you suddenly can't move properly. You're dependent on other people. Your mobility is very limited, and it really affects you emotionally. I just wasn't prepared for that when I had my surgery. And I think the emotional side of knee replacement starts when you start having the symptoms and the pain and whatever's going on and whatever your situation was and how it affects your life. I think it starts then, and we don't really realize because we just accommodate, right? We just do what we have to do to get through it. Mine was a long road to get to the knee replacement. It was about 2 years. And looking back now, I know that whole emotional side of it started when I started having the issues. And I still remember the day when I really, really started having a problem with my knee. And I was coming up the stairs and my knee just completely shifted out of like socket. And I couldn't move. It immobilized me. And it just shocked me. And that was like, okay, we fixed that, corrected that. And, life goes on, as women especially, we just kind of go on. We do what we have to do. It's just what we do, right? But when I had the surgery, I expected, I think, I was going to have some pain. I was going to have some discomfort, the normal stuff after surgery. I've had surgeries, I know. But I did not expect that emotional side. Now, I don't know if it was a combination of medications, which it probably was, but I think a lot of it was just the pain after. I never got ahead of my pain. And I didn't like taking the pain medication because it just made me feel terrible. And I did take it, but I took it very minimally. But it was just everything. It's like it just came, the floodgates just opened kind of thing. And, if you're experiencing that during your knee replacement recovery, I'm 7 months today. And I'm still in the process of recovering. It's not an overnight thing. It's a long commitment when you have this surgery. And anybody that's had this, you know. It's a very long, committed recovery. You have to do the things you have to do to recover. And depending on your mobility issues, depending on your health, your age, I just turned 60. And so I had mine, I was 59. And yeah, it's a struggle. It really is a struggle. So if you're there, if you're struggling with your recovery right now, you're not alone. It's a tough road. I cried so much after that surgery. I cried so much, way more than is normal for me. And, I think I hated having to depend on people and, not having that mobility. You can't drive. I couldn't drive. I didn't drive for a couple months. And that was by choice, though, because I couldn't drive for a month. But by choice, I didn't drive for a couple of months because I just didn't feel I was ready. I was ready to get in the car and do that. So thankfully, I had my husband to help with that. But it just takes away that independence in you. And I'm a really, really independent person. I do everything. I don't like relying on people in any way for anything. So I think that was a big, big part of it. Going to all your appointments and, having to take whatever medications you have, the worries, after, because they say, oh, well, you have to watch for this or you have to watch for that. And all of it all just weighs so heavy on you. And it's okay though. It's okay to have that feeling. It's okay to feel like, you know, you watch videos or you see other people who have had the surgery and you hear their stories about, oh wow, I was, you know, hiking after 2 weeks kind of thing. Yeah, I wasn't anywhere near that. Nowhere near that. No. And then of course there's going to be people that are going to give you the advice. They're going to say, oh, well, you shouldn't be using your walker still. You shouldn't be using your ice machine still. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. I encountered that. And I know it was in goodness that people are saying those things to you. They don't realize though. And sometimes that not everybody's going to progress the same way. And to carry like the guilt thinking, you know, like I used my ice machine longer than a lot of people do because I had a lot of swelling. And for people to say to me, well, you shouldn't be still using your ice machine. And then I started feeling bad, like, well, maybe I shouldn't be using it. Maybe I'm doing more damage. But then, you know, you talk to your surgeon, it's like, no, continue what you're doing. You need that ice machine. Everybody's recovery is going to be at a different pace. It's going to be different. Everybody's is going to look different. So again, if you're in the stage of recovering right now, or if you're looking to have knee replacement surgery, I'm going to do some more videos about things and ways you can prepare for it, physically and mentally. And I'm going to do a video on, you know, after things you don't need to do, that they may try and tell you that you need to do this, or you need to do that, or you need to have this, or you need to have that. It's not always necessary. So I'm going to share my experience, you know, how it looked for me going into it, and that kind of thing. But it's okay. You're okay. We're okay. We're going to be okay. And I'm at that point now where I'm starting to see the light at the end of the proverbial tunnel. And I have really, really good days where I think, oh, wow, yeah, it's so nice to not have that pain, you know. And right now it's not so much pain for me as it is for just more discomfort kind of thing, right? So you have to completely shift your life while you're recovering from this surgery. And that's a big, big emotional change. And I think the thing that made it easier for me was just kind of going with the flow and realizing it's done. The surgery's done. You can't go backwards now. This is a repair. It's going to be good in time. You know, they say it's 12 to 18 months for a full recovery. And, you know, I know that it's going to be good because I'm starting to see that now. I'm seeing more good than bad. And I don't regret it now. For a long time I did regret it, but I don't. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me, there is light. You just have to keep going. But I'm going to, like I said, you know, do some videos and share some tips and tricks, the things to maybe help you get through it. And I hope they help. So I hope that you'll, you know, subscribe and follow me. This is my channel's called Now She Blooms because I feel that this is the next, we're always blooming, right? We're always changing, just like the seasons. And this is a new season in my life. So I just wanted to share this as I go along. And I hope you'll join me. And yeah, please leave some comments about where you are in your recovery. You know, have you had your knee surgery, where you are, how you're feeling. I'd love some feedback, and maybe we can support each other through this journey. But we're going to make it. We're going to be okay. And like I said, there is light at the end of the proverbial tunnel. And you're going to love where it's going to take you after you have this major surgery. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and thank you for joining me today. We'll talk to you soon.